Hello everyone, it's October the 4th. Alright, very late, so probably just finish this one and call it a day. Add one row to tree. Given the root of binary tree and two integers, val and depth. Add a row of nodes with values val at a given depth. Note that root node is the depth 1. The adding row is given the integer depth for each not null tree node current at depth -1. Create two tree nodes with values val as currents left and right. Currents original left subtree should be the left subtree of the new original right If depth is 1, that means there is no depth. Then create a tree node with value val as the new root of the whole original tree, and the original tree is the root left subtree. So I think you need to give us an example. So basically we're saying if it's this, right, then we'll create a new one and just pointing this way. Otherwise we go, okay. So we just count the depth, right? We just count the depth. We just count the depth. Come on. All right, we just need to count the depth. I'm going to say if depth is equal to 1, and then we just say what do we return? Return the root. Yeah, we'll return the root. So we can show return tree node val equal val left equals root. Right, that's that. And then we're gonna go just row by row and say q equals root, right? And then we say while q and temp is this, and I need to go to val -1, depth -1. We'll just say, oh, is it guaranteed the depth is within tree depth +1? Yes, so we can go to the row. Yeah, I should say depth, so we can say depth minus equal 1. So now we can reach the minus equal 1, right? So we can say while depth, we can just go while depth and q, it's fine. And for node in q, if node.left, temp.append, node.left, if node.right, temp.append, node.right, okay? And then q equals temp. Go back, and then depth minus equal 1, okay? So let's say this example, right? Depth is 2, so -1 has become 1. So we go here is 1, and then we have this. This is level 1. So depth 0. So if it's depth is 2, we have to go depth 1. Right? So it's this one. So we need to find this one. And when we done this, depth minus equal 1, because it's 1. Yeah, we're coming in, depth is 1. So we do this, we get a temp, and we change the q become this. Now we have to stop it here. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay. So we all say this, blah, 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 but we don't do it. We do this first. And we say if not depth, then we just break. Else we do this. That we do. So in this case, we start with 1, coming down, blah, blah. Temp is going to be this. Q is still going to be this. And then depth minus 1, depth becomes 0. And then we break out. So we have this and we have this, right? But technically we don't need the temp, we just need this. So we're just going to go through every one. Yeah, so now we're just going to go through every one for node in Q, right? And then we have a left and right. We just go, it's left and it's right. And then we do it this way, right? Then we say temp left equals temp left, temp right equals node.left, and then node.right. And node.left equals tree node, val equals val, left equals temp left, node.right equals tree node, val equals val, right equals temp right. Then we'll return root. Something like that. Okay, so we're gonna test both. Maybe I want to test this val is 1, depth is 1, right? Kind of have 3 tests. Yep, looks about right. Try it. Yeah, not too bad. $6.23. VFS to find the parent row. Yeah, that shall be it. Okay, so that's that. Now I could have done this one, but I kind of don't want to. I mean, you know what? It's 8 minutes. Yeah, maybe we should do this one. Just take a look. Because I have another problem saved. This is an intermediate, a medium one, so we can definitely do this one. All right, let's see. You're given a 0-indexed positive integer and a positive integer k. A pair of numbers is called excellent if the following condition is satisfied. Both numbers exist in the array. The sum of the number of set bits. The sum. Hold on. The sum of the number of set bits in this and this is greater or equal to k, where O is bitwise, n is bitwise, to the number of distinct excellent pairs. Two pairs are considered distinct. Either A is not equal to C or B is not equal to D. For example, 1, 2, and 2, 1 are distinct. Note that a pair such that can also be excellent if you have at least one occurrence of num1 in the array. So both exist, so they can be the same, right? And I just need them, the or and the and. Holy crap. The number of set bits, the number of ones, is greater or equal to k. So 3, 3. Total set bits, oh, is this plus this, which is greater or equal to 3. Yeah, so, but 2, 2 probably doesn't work. 3, 3, 2, 3. So we have 2, 3, we have 3, 2. So we just need a 1, and then if it's not the same, we just times 2. 10 to the 5th. Okay, 10 to the 5th. I mean, we can counter it. So we get, interesting idea. You want to try? That I think I think it only count 1. Let's say that should be only 1, just 3 and 3. Yeah, that's 1. So we can counter it. Right? If we counter, then we get a bunch of unique values, as many as 10 to the 5th, right? And then what? You have to do pairwise. See, that is not smart. And if you do pairwise, we can solve this problem. It's solvable, right? Yeah, if we pairwise, but pairwise is going to be O(n) squared. So we have to do something smart to, I mean, we can try to see if it times out, but I'm pretty sure you will time out. You're not going to pairwise everything. So how do we assess the number of set bits, right? Number of set bits for num1 and num2. Num1 and num2, the number of set bits. If it's OR, then it's the total number of set bits for the first one and the second one, add them together, right? So OR is actually easy. The total number of set bits. It's not hard. So we can get, so if I transform the numbers into the total number of set bits, so let's say I have a counter, just a dictionary. We have the value, and we have the number of set bits in it, right? The number of set bits in it, and the count. Now, we need it to be larger or equal to k, right? Which means, and when you OR yourself, it's just the same, right? Which means for all the numbers where they're by themselves, it's already more, then they can pair with anybody, like 3. Yeah, 3 is actually not. 3 is only 2. So if the number itself can handle, then it can pair with everybody. So that one is all gone, right? So we can very easily handle all of those numbers. Okay, so then this number is gone. Now we have a number that does not have, right? The numbers by themselves do not have. And if by themselves do not have, and they end themselves, right? If it's the same, when they end themselves added together, so that's another one, when they AND themselves, because it's this plus this, right? So it's by themselves, it doesn't work. Wait, hold on. So we have a number, which by themselves is already a larger equal to k. So this number can handle any other number. So those are done. So now we have a number by itself. The number of set bits is smaller than 3, smaller than k. Then for this value, we can find, right? So all the for if we go like so big to small, right? If we go big to small, then the biggest num, and then we find, we can sort by that, and we can do k minus this value. So the other value, because we want the OR to be, so when I give this one, we can count all those, right? Which means we OR this number and the other number, it will be, oof, it might not be though. It might not be. They might, have the same position. Damn. Hold on. When you AND the two values, right, you're never going to get more set bits. When you OR, you can get more set bits. Let's say arbitrarily, let's say num1, right? Let's say num1 is a bigger value. Not bigger value, just have more set bits, right? Num1 has more set bits than num2. It doesn't really matter, but we just say num1 or num2 has a potential of increasing the number of set bits, but num1 and num2 is always decreasing. But it seems that we have, and we can find like impossibility, right? Oh wait, actually, the biggest you can have, like you have the biggest one, the number of set bits, and you add the second one, but I'm not sure if it's, and it looks like you have to go and log in. Yeah, I think it is like the number of bits, right? And you sort them from large to small, and you sort them small to large, and then you have the largest one, the number of bits. You actually go from the smallest one, right? It's fine. The smallest one, it OR with other person, and it AND with other person. So you AND with other person, it's going to be at most, right? At most is you. Yeah, so AND is actually easy to do. AND is at most whatever you have. So if we go a small value, a number with smaller number of set bits, we AND with a number, with any number, right? So the result will be smaller than that, right? It's always smaller than that. Like if I have one set bit and then we end somebody else, the maximum is going to be 1 for that thing. The maximum is going to be 1. And or is determined, is the two, we can add them together. The maximum will be add them together, and the minimum will be the bigger one. So we have a range for that as well. So if we give a num1, we give a small num, so I have a range of the most we can reach, right? The most we can reach. So we go for the largest value. Go for so we have a largest this, so like larger than a certain value. Larger than a certain value. Now these should be considered already. So the big ones, we can consider the big ones first. I don't need to do anything. So like with this, we just go with everything. And then we say containing this, we go with everything. So now those are gone, right? So for you, we have a small one. And then we need to say this one, if I end with other body, at most we get this. The most we get this value. And so we order with somebody, so the most we get is this plus the largest value. So we add them together, right? If we add them together, it's still smaller than k. Then this one's just no-go. So we can omit this, go to the next one. Now if it is larger equal to k, then we can find the smallest possible. Well, the smallest possible is going to be num1 and num2 is going to be 0, right? And num1 or num2 is going to be the largest value. If that is, no, that's, we already eliminated all those things. No, this doesn't feel right. Maybe we need to consider the positions. Because 10 to the 9th is at 32, right? For a number, I know where the set bits are. Okay, I can even create an array to represent where the set bits are, right? So the set bits are at these position. The set bits are these position. Okay. So for a value, for one number, I need to find another number such that when they all together and when they end together, the sum let's say I know these position I have ones, right? And when I compromise, right? So we OR is trying to get as much as we can because we AND is not gonna get us much, right? So we OR to get as much as we can. So we try to see if it is possible that we OR something that exists, so we can create create a value. Yeah, like I have these number. So I can create hmm. Create a value with a number of set bits. So let's say I have 2 set bits, and then we in total we need 6. Or let's say in total we need 4. So I can say, all right, in that case I need to put 2 other place to be 1. So I can have these 2 places be 1, these 2 places be 1, and these 2 places be 1. And then the rest can be other. So I say I want to see if these 2 places are 1s. Can we have a data structure? The first place is 1. What values? The first place is 1. And what value the second place is 1. A try. So each value is going to be a set of 0, 1, 0, 1, right? So we just record the 0, 1, and 0, 1. So the first position is 0. And we'll have a root, and we go 0, 1. We get a bunch of values, right? It's just 0, 1, and then we go to 0, and then next one is a 0 and a 1. So it's a tree. Yeah, it's a tree. It's a 0, 1 tree. It's a try. But it's a binary tree. So we turn everything into a binary tree. So at the end, we have the value, right? We have the actual number. Actually, we don't even need a number. What we need is just a count. We have a count. Okay, so if we do this data structure, then what are we saying? What we're saying is, given the number, I want to know yeah, see, I know what my positions are, so I need to find things at a position this and this. So we search. Okay, so the first position is 1. Okay, the second position doesn't matter, so we go both direction. Third position has to be 1. The fourth position has to be, no, it's just like this, done. And we count how many unique values are there. Ooh, how many unique values? It doesn't matter, right? And for each value, we have to traverse this. For each value, we have to traverse this. third level. It's actually a tree, so we can basically build a tree. We can build a binary tree, and then we record each level. Build a binary tree. We record each level, right? And I say I want a value with first and third level. But how do we know? So we go to the first level. And that still don't solve, because we could have something that, supply 1, and then no, it's guaranteed for and. It's guaranteed it will be the smaller one. It's guaranteed it will be the smaller value. So actually, num1 and num2, we can calculate this. Right, num1 and num2, we can calculate this. It's going to be, actually we cannot calculate this. We can't. We cannot calculate this. We have to know where these values are. Because if in the previous one, wait, hold on. For and to give me a result, then the ones has to overlap, right? And for all to give me more, they have to be not overlap. So whatever one that is generated in the OR, it must not be there in the AND. Does that make sense, right? So in order to get more, so we have the base case is this, right? And we can have overlap. We can have overlap. And how do we prevent duplicates, huh? Yep, I see. You can sacrifice one. Yeah, depending on how many you want, right? Let's say I have 2, and then the requirement is 4, so I need 2 more. So those 2 more can be acquired, right? Because I know if I OR, at least I get 2, right? So I just need to get 2 more 2 more set bits. So those 2 more set bits can be 2 additional set bits on the OR, right? So we have all those. Or it could be one at this and then one at this, right? Or it could be both are there, right? So those are the 3. Oh, but then there are a lot of options. Like, seriously, there's going to be a lot of options. If I can have a data structure where I can query who has, like, which numbers have bits set at this or this position. If I can query that, right? And I don't care about other positions, just these 2. If I can query that for each value, that will be very fast. Union find? No. So what I need is at this position. But still, if we have more, how do we even tell? If I need 2, it can be anywhere, right? It can be anywhere. If I have 2 set bits and I need to have 4, then I just need 2 or more. Then those 2 can be scattered around anywhere. I don't even care, because if they are in the empty positions, then OR will handle it. If they are in the same position, then AND will handle it. Alright, that's a discovery. That's a discovery. I just need addition 2. Like if I have 3, which is fine, but definitely there will be 2 in those positions. So I just need to know how many, right? Except for myself, how many additional values are at those positions? Or has 2, right? That's it. That's all I need. How many others that have 3 sets or 2 or more set? Yes, that's it. How many more have 2 or more sets? Because like if I have p number of set bits and the requirement is k, and I just need to see k minus p, right? That's the other value must have that number of set bits, because wherever they are, if we OR them, if we don't get it from OR them, we get them from AND, right? So I just need to sort the values, sort the numbers, how should I put it? We will go through the values, get the number of bits each one has, and we create a counter. And for that many, so we know the number, how many unique numbers. So we need to set it first. No, we need to count it first, right? We count it first, and then we iterate through the keys, and then we create another map, which the key is the number of bits, and the value is the count of the unique values having that number of bits. And then for each value, right? For each value, we will do k minus that, right? And the k minus that, that's the number of bits we need, right? Number of bits we need. So then we go to, we sorted the whole thing, and then we binary search, and we know how many that we can actually also do a prefix sum, right? So we know how many unique values are in that range, right? How many unique values in that range, right? How many unique values in that range, and then each one compare with this, right? Each one compare with this. Each one compare with this. So we pair this with that, pair this with this, pair this with this. And to avoid duplicates, we do, holy crap, so all of them compare with everybody else. So this multiplied by that, right? Because I have I have 3 unique values that has say 2 bits, and we have another however many has unique, and then we can say this pair this, this pair this, this pair this, right? And yeah, we don't double it, so because we can consider those, like I say, 4 bits, and so they compare with everybody else. That's all fine. That is all fine. Okay, I think that is the solution, but I kind of don't want to code it today. Let's code it tomorrow. Yep, we have an idea. I think it's valid. Now the implementation will require some, further thought, but I think we got this. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow, and let's do this. Adios.